Guys, I'm just sitting down this time. I've tried to upload this video 3 times now, and they're taking it down for hate speech. I don't know how you can take cold hard proof and stuff and just stuff that you're not speaking bad to anybody about anything. How can it be taken down for hate speech, guys? So I want to try this as simple as I can this time, with the world smiling, and everybody's smiling, and we're all smiling and love, love, love. We're love. It's the way it's going to have to be from here on out, guys. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do, but anyway, you read off of a chemical chart and tell somebody this is this and this is that, and it's taken down for hate speech. Kind of like my tower last year when I got thrown in jail right there, They took my tower down. I just still cannot figure out, guys, how that tower picked up a telephone. I just can't figure it out. That sucker buddy must be pretty smart. Anyway, I've been working hard for you guys, man, real hard. And I've been trying to find out what the deal is about this. I know there's people working on this. I'm talking about independent people that are setting themselves aside and are saying, how is this whole VOO thing going, and this pandemic, and they're trying to somehow get a link. They're trying to get a connection to something that could harm a person because they got this instinct that something's just not right, guys. And, something ain't right. But the thing is, guys, here's the thing. In order to play this game with the people that's really at the top of this, you got to know how to do it, and you got to know how to think. And it requires thinking outside the box, which you people obviously think that I'm crazy for. But there's deeper meanings behind this stuff, guys. They are. And you have to do that in order to see the bigger picture. I know what they do screwed up, okay? I don't agree with it, but you got to follow the narrative in order to work the path. But anyway, what I'm going to do today, first of all, I'm going to send you about three links here. And these 3 links, I'm not going to send links. I'm going to just tell you what they are on the internet. And I want you to pull them up. And I'm actually asking you in a way to help me put this video together, guys, because I have been working so hard for you guys. I ain't even hardly had no sleep in the last 3 days. Because I realize, guys, the time is running short. And so what I done was I finally figured out what was going on. Anyway, let us start right here with some numbers that I have. And I know, guys, this is Crowley. This is Crowley's work. Aleister Crowley. The whole engineered system is his work. I could prove it to you word for word, number for number, really. But the numbers that I want to use right here, I'll show you. We're going to use 7, 7, 7, and 7, 7, 7. And that's going to be a 3-step process to the keys to this. Now, while I'm at it here, this AFP.com fact check and this exploring the link to Corona and the vitamin D, that needs to be pulled up by you guys too. And it's easy done because they don't really think anybody's looking at it. And another one that I want you to pull up is this little stupid character right here. Now, the way the occult works, guys, I've seen 100 people gather around an occultist thinking he's telling you the truth, baby. They're taking down notes and everything else, and he's being real serious, not knowing that he's paralleling the truth into a slight shade of gray and taking those people into oblivion. But then sometimes he takes something stupid like this, something ridiculous, and he tells you the truth in it. That's how screwed up they are. And they did that in this one, okay? So this little leading guy, which is a little rat or something, I don't know what he is. He's a puppet. He's on the Left Hand Puppetry channel, and it's 894 views. And he's reviewing Aleister Crowley. Why is this such an occultic classic? The Book of the Lies, the 777. And so watch that, if you don't mind. And one thing that I noticed that he was really telling the truth on, this little puppet was carrying the Tetraquark. And that was a 4 ruby configuration in the middle of a sundial is what it was. So that told me there was a 4-step process to this whole thing to achieve an agenda. That's what it told me. And then I got to thinking, well, if there's a 4-step process, why I've only got 3 sets of numbers in increasing the sigil magic to manifestation? And so I thought, well, there's 3 and 4 there, so there's a missing link. And folks, that missing link that I am about ready to show you shall be the knowledge you require to know the truth. And so let's get started here. This B molecule that's in the middle of this atomic energy configuration, it is the borax. And oddly enough, this borax is a semi-atomic element. It's semi-atomic, and it's designed to make carpet cleaners and stuff like that, like a rug doctor, just like what I was at there on my last video. Can't make it up. And anyway, this tale of the Liber Oz, the broad arrow tale of 77 by Crowley. This broad arrow, guys, is not like the rest of the jabs that I had in that other one. This one is actually, it's an infraction into the truth. And that infraction to the truth is the key to this whole thing. And that infraction is also an alchemical manifestation that involves something that is being overlooked by those who are looking hard at this and are saying, I just don't know what's going on here because I can't put 1 plus 2 together and it equals 3. So we are going to do that today. Now this borax, again, it's actually Biothax. And Biothax is actually used in the anthrax virus. So they already had this thing. It's real cheap. It's basically chemicals that's made in mass quantities. And so I got to looking, guys, and I thought, well, you know, this thing carries, along with it, it carries potassium chloride that got switched to bromide. So I got to thinking, okay, the bromide means that it would have a chemical chemical reaction at a higher level than the chloride. That's what bromide is. It's basically the same thing, just a higher level reaction temperature. And so I got to thinking, hey, you know what? Today and this whole week here has been some kind of a time, hasn't it? Because we've had this astrological alignment. And this astrological alignment, guys, has put a lot of electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere. And I can tell that because my phone even goes up a whole lot more bars right now because of this alignment of these planets. So then I got to thinking, okay, just like the sun is the electromagnetic force energy, this would be mimicking that quite a bit. Matter of fact, this would even manifest anything out of it to a more natural state than the artificial would by far, because it's natural. And that's just the way that goes, because God made everything perfect, guys. But anyway, what it's doing is this. Vitamin C that you would normally get off of the sun, everybody that's taking that right now, they're getting a high energy level amount of vitamin C added to this you know what that you're getting. And so then I got to taking a look. Does the chemical and alchemical of Kabbalistic workings, does it create a remanifestation any whatsoever of something entirely different in terms of a compound substance, because that vitamin C would be present at a much higher level? And the answer to that was absolutely yes. It completely changed the dynamics to that all the way around, guys, when I looked at it. And the reason why that you can research that is this. They've done research on that, but they did it so that they were thinking in terms of, hey, are you going to take this, you know what, and then go home and take a bunch of vitamins as vitamin C, because we need to tell you what the side effects is to it. So they already had the studies there, and you'll be able to see them when you go to these links that I got, and you'll be able to see that this thing completely remanifests as an entirely different animal whenever you do that. Now that is the keys right there, guys. This electromagnetic energy that is increasing this vitamin C in this thing, that is the very keys, the missing link to this mystery, okay? And so when that happens, it continues to evolve, and I found out something very strange about that. They realized that that thing evolved, and it was even into studies with an increased amount. It evolved with in a 7-day to 17-day process. So you would take it, you know, there's the knowledge, 7. You would wait 7, or you would get it, and then that's 7, and then you would take it, that's 7, and then you would wait 17 days for the second one, that's 17. There's your 777 connection. But then I got to thinking, and I looked at it, and what it is, Crowley knew that he was going to have more time for his people to do this on such a level than what that 17-day period of time would give him for 2 of them. No. And he knew that that wouldn't work out right. And so what he done, this heavy vitamin C, this has slowed the process. What was 7 days now becomes 30 some odd days, depending on how much the molecule has attached itself of the vitamin C. So it slows the process, and that it's did that, okay? So now, after that it did that, you can see right here, you in order for that whole thing to work out the way you wanted it, it's water, potassium bromide, a borax, which is the Biothax, which is an internal ingestation version of it. Well, you already got water inside of you, so he had that. And so this whole thing, when you take the potassium bromide and you take the other stuff along with it, it comes up with a chromium fluid right there that goes, a fluid in your body, is basically what it does. But it does it in such a way that the ending results of it starts to head down a different path. Now remember, you've already had one, but it's been altered by this vitamin C connection that I've got with electromagnetic energy, okay? So what it'll eventually do is it will become lymphopathy. Is what it'll become. The lymphadenopathy condition. And that's nausea, Stephen Jones syndrome. Must have been the guy they named it after. Probably named that Jones, and probably named that after people that get you shakes after an opioid addiction. But anyway, that's what you get at that point in time. Now, as this thing continues to process itself out, what it ends up doing, it ends up, and let me look right here because I'm throwing this together, guys. I want you to get this. I've tried this 2 other times. I've tried it. What it ends up doing is, and I've got it here, I know I do, it turns into what they call the C41 cell, is what it does. And this C41, essentially what it is, guys, it's a super vitamin C cell is what it is. That's what it goes into. And so that C41 cell, and I've got it right there, C41, C41, as that time goes along, there's a cold water processing takes place, which I already knew that. I told you guys that. I had it all right, I just didn't know what it was doing. And that cold water processing that goes on, the cold atom processing, that eventually turns into something that, hold on, I know what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure that I'm not telling you guys wrong. It turns into a molecule that begins to hurt your genetic tubes, is what it does. And as it begins to do that, then what it does is you get the second shot and you add the entity of the vitamin D in with that supermolecule vitamin C. And what you got at that point in time, you begin to get what they call in chemistry beta decay. And basically what that turns into, it turns into basically you're being eat up. That's basically what it is. You're I'm so tired, guys, that it's not even funny, but I am going to get through this with you guys. It turns into bacterial agents, what it does. And that bacterial agent, the vitamin D takes it that direction. So instead of becoming a implanted protein that's on your genetic code like they told you to help fight a virus, now it's an independent entity with a super vitamin C cell attached, a vitamin D to change it even further, and then what it does is it counteracts with one another and it just begins eating you up inside. I can't make it up, guys. And actually, there's studies. It shows all of it. Even with the vitamin C that you get a large quantity of it with during this astrological alignment, they went on to went ahead and went high with that. They went up like you took, 3 or 4 big pills of it. So they showed the results, and they showed what it would do and what it would remanifest into if you change the direction of that molecule. And that's what Crowley's plan is right there. He always said he'd kill the Christians, guys, and kill the common people. He hates us. He despises us. I despise him. I can't stand the bastard, to be honest with you. I can't. He has killed more people than, yeah. But anyway, now I took a look a little bit further at this, guys, than what I just told you. And so we're taking a look at the molecules that had in it already, the Biofax, and we're taking a look at the stuff that it had in it, basic. Which, by the way, this stuff is cheap, guys. It's real cheap. I got to taking a look at it, man. They could probably make a tanker full of this stuff, probably for like $200 or something, or $300 or $400. It's costed nothing to do this. It's Biofax, and it's that. It's Biofax, and it's potassium bromide, which is nothing. And then you got water inside of you, and then of course the photosynthesis right there off the electromagnetic energy that's giving you the vitamin C. That costs nothing at all. You're getting that. You're getting it whether you want to, just because you're around when that astrological event takes place. So man, this costs nothing. But I'm going to tell you something. There've been some studies done on it. And, there's some different classifications of people that this particular element combined with this type of fusion, what it does to them more than others. And it really shouldn't surprise you because this is eugenics technology is what it is. It was Mengele back in Germany, and you know what I'm saying. Tried it on people there and stuff, and he was trying to get the perfect race and all that stuff. And so he was already playing with this back in those days. But anyway, this stuff disfavors 3 different groups of people. And I'm going to tell you who it is. It's the pregnant women of any race. It affects them badly. And I'm going to tell you the other 2 people that it affects, okay? It affects the brown Hispanic people and the black people. And I don't think that's right, guys, at all. I've got a very good friend that lives down in Fort Myers that I love and talk to him all the time and stuff. And I don't want to see our people be subjected to that, man. Because of this evil, wicked, cruel, not a white man, Not a white man, guys. That's where you all misunderstand this whole thing, man. Not a white guy, a pharaoh. You can't tell the difference in them, guys. I know I've done studies on them because I'm of the Merovingian bloodline, but I'm not of the same bloodline he is, see. I'm of the Merovingian kings right there, from Sir Atwood of the captain of the guards there for King Edward III. And so I'm not of the same bloodline as those people are. I'm of the bloodline that's proclaimed. Now, I'm just going to tell you what it is, what they say. I don't know if it is or not, okay? They say it's of the bloodline of Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene is what they say. I don't know. Could be, could not be. Sure makes me feel good, but I don't feel no more special than you. But he's not like you, and he's not a white man. Okay, he is a pharaoh. He don't even have the same skull you got. I promise you, he doesn't. I don't have the same skull you people have. I can prove it to you. Matter of fact, my daughter, when she was young, I'm talking about my oldest daughter, with my last wife, she had a large cavity on her skull, and the doctors thought that something was just wrong. We're going to have to send her to 4 or 5 people here. This can't be. What's causing this? Well, stupid, there's nothing causing it. It's us. Okay? And this is Crowley, guys. This is Crowley. And you know what? It takes one to know one. He's the one that came up with this technology. What he done was, guys, in 1948, he reconfigured Kabbalah, is what he done. And this reconfiguration of Kabbalah was a reconfiguration, basically, to accomplish this. And I'm going to tell you something else that's really strange, and this is crazy. He claims he got this technology, and you're going to find out where the origin of Star Wars here is, guys, okay? He claims he got this technology off of a demon he conjured in the future. And guess who he said that demon was? Darth Vader. You can't make it up. And to make things stranger, listen to this, guys. My cousin, Margaret Atwood, that wrote The Handmaid's Tale. Well, The Handmaiden basically is, that's Leia, Rachel's handmaiden right there. She gave to Jacob. So, for a little bit, Luke Skywalker here could be fighting Darth Vader. You can't make it up, okay? I don't know. There's some crazy stuff going on these days, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd crack a joke with you on that one because it is funny. But anyway, take what I said to heart. Because, guys, any of this stuff that I do, I don't make this stuff up. Listen, nobody really knows me. They think they do. And I'm not saying that I'm pretending to be evil or I'm pretending to be good and I'm evil. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've always had this heavily embedded enlightenment about me, and I never showed it. But now I'm having to, guys. Because if I don't, it's not going to be good. And the thing is, it's intensifying. And when this astrological alignment come around, it exploded. That's how come I've been able to figure this out. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But anyway, you guys have a good one, and take a look at it. And if you have any questions, send me a comment, man. I'll answer any of it, guys. I'm trying to fight for truth, justice, chivalry, baby. Chivalry, that's where it's at right there. The Merovingian kings, baby, of the knights of the Round Table. Chivalry. It's what Lady Diana had. She's a good woman, and she uses the Merovingian kings. She really was. Chivalry. And I will always follow my king, my teacher, and my master, and my beloved King, Jesus Christ. Give all the glory to him, man. All right. We'll be talking to you next time. Send me some questions if you got them. Have a good one.